Welcome to Sex and the Solo Girl. Join your host, her inner circle, and expert guests weekly for chats about dating, secure attachment, the solo lifestyle, doing relationships differently, and of course, sex. And here's your host, Janice Formichella.
Valentine's Day is just about here, and I know that it is a complicated holiday for some people. I know that some people dread it. I definitely know what it's like to experience the holiday after a breakup. I've had one breakup that was in late January, and it did not feel good when Valentine's Day rolled around. I totally get it. Even if maybe you don't normally celebrate Valentine's Day, if you're after a breakup or if you're single and you don't want to be, it can really feel torturous. And you might even be surprised how much you are hating it. Well, guess what? That's what I am here for. I am here to help. This day does not need to feel so heavy. You can actually reclaim it for yourself. I think there's so many things to enjoy about Valentine's Day. In fact, I had a Valentine's Day party for my friends over the weekend, and we all had such a blast. It's definitely the prettiest holiday. As someone who just loves anything with flowers, I enjoy it, and I would like to help you enjoy it as well. And you could even use it for growth. I mean, sometimes it is really unexpected opportunities that provide us the most opportunity for growth and expansion. And you might not think that a pretty holiday that you associate with coupledom could help you get there, but it can. Ever since I started coaching and started the podcast, I have wanted to help support listeners and singles to enjoy Valentine's Day, or to at least take the edge off. And that's what I'm doing with this episode. And I also have some special coaching packages starting at just $300 if you purchase it in the month of February. So please go to Instagram, hit me up, purchase it in the show notes, get a free intro call in the show notes. Let's meet up. Let's beat your breakup together, and maybe even celebrate Valentine's Day together in our own little way. Today, I have 6 different ways that you can reclaim Valentine's Day or make it fun, or like I said earlier, kind of take the edge off a little. Things that you probably wouldn't come up with on your own. Ways to think outside of the box when it comes to Valentine's Day. I mean, come on, it's happening. Why not enjoy it a little bit more? I've so got you. I've been single often on Valentine's Day and found ways to really enjoy it, if not completely look forward to it. 6 ways to reclaim and enjoy Valentine's Day. Number 1, this might be my favorite. I don't know. Send a message to a friend. Whoever said that Valentine's Day is just about romantic love or recognizing a relationship that you're already in? I mean, if you're in a relationship, I hope that you don't need a day to recognize it. Come on, this is for other types of love as well. Who else do you love in your life? Why not let them know how much you care about them? You might not be the only one who dislikes this holiday. Think of that. And by letting people and by recognizing other people in your life, you might be helping them as well. And because we do often associate Valentine's Day with coupledom, a lot of your friends won't be expecting to hear anything from a friend. And so you really might brighten someone's day. Here are some ways to recognize the people in your life. Here are some ways to recognize the people in your life on Valentine's Day. First of all, just send a simple text. Say, hey, happy Valentine's Day. Just really wanted to let you know how much I appreciate you as a friend. Or drop a card in the mail, maybe drop it off at their apartment, get something in the mail. People love getting snail mail. I think it's just such a joy. And I'm so glad that we still do it to a certain extent. If you maybe don't have time to drop something in the mail, here's something kind of cute that I do a lot. Hand write a cute note, on a piece of paper at your house, and then take a picture of the note and send that as a text. That's something a little different, a little fun that can be, and you can get creative with that. And again, people aren't going to be expecting something like that on Valentine's Day. You can go into Canva. A lot of people are familiar with Canva and how to create like social media graphics. Create a little graphic on Canva for your friends and send that out, maybe in a DM or a text, etc. And last, maybe just send them a sweet voice memo and let them know how much they mean to you. If you come up with other ideas, please go over to Instagram and let me know. Or if you do this and enjoy it, just let me know. I always love to hear from you. Number 2, buy yourself flowers. I know that you might think that this is a cliche, but once you get into the habit of buying yourself flowers, you really come to enjoy it. I hope so, at least. No matter what your gender identity. I know no matter what your gender identity, having fresh flowers in the home can just add a lot. It's really fun. Flowers also add a lot of flavor to our surroundings. There are lots of reasons why buying flowers is good for our mental health as well. They add a lot of flavor to our surroundings. If buying something for yourself reinforces the fact that you don't need anyone else in your life to be spoiled, it creates a new body memory. You all know how I like to talk about body memories. Creates a new body memory of going out, purchasing something, and then enjoying it all on your own. Are you not sold quite yet on the buying yourself flowers thing? Well, listen to this passage from the study. Here we go. How can flowers and their colors promote psychological and physiological states during the COVID-19 lockdown? And this was found in PubMed Central. Low negative mood subscale scores have many positive results, which supports that the presence of flowers indoors can successfully reduce stress and boost the vigor of people who stay inside for a long time. Yellow flowers especially induced a better emotional experience. The therapeutic effect of green spaces and plants is well documented. Thus, the physiological benefits of viewing rose flowers may be therapeutic, as they are expected to alleviate stress, encourage positive mood states, and stimulate feelings of vigor. Oh, they like this vigor result, don't they? As a result, the study's findings showed the potential benefits of seeing flowers with different colors in our daily lives to promote positive emotions and reduce negative emotions. Okay, I hope that sells you a little bit more on this concept. Do it, take a pic, and send it to me. Number 3, ways to reclaim or enjoy Valentine's Day. How about this? Think about why it is that you don't like it in the first place. Why don't you love Valentine's Day? Okay, I see a lot of things to enjoy about it. Why don't you? Is it because you feel sad that you're single? Totally valid. Is it because you miss your ex? Valid. Do you find lovey-dovey couples annoying? I can kind of understand that. Use this day as an excuse to defy social expectations that we are better off in relationships. That is not true. Use it as an excuse to push against couples' privilege. Use Valentine's Day as an excuse to celebrate all the benefits of being single. Don't let the establishment win. You are wonderful and whole and complete, whether or not you are in a relationship. So let your single flag fly. Number 4, make fun of a movie. One of my favorite things to do on Valentine's Day is to watch cheesy rom-coms with friends and just completely roast them. Most of them are really stupid if you think about it. I mean, rom-coms are still as popular as ever, but they really promote some very negative ideas about relationships. They are totally unrealistic. They portray often some really toxic behavior. They often include horrible acting. Let's just be honest here. And they're so predictable. I mean, there is a lot to laugh at. And once you get into like the roasting flow with your friends, maybe a bottle or two of wine, you may notice more and more things about these movies, and you will laugh more and more, and you'll laugh harder and harder as you go. It can be really, really therapeutic. I actually did this recently with two of my close friends here in Denver for Christmas. We watched three different like Hallmark Christmas movies. None of us spend time, or the three of us, out of the three of us, none of us spend time with our families over the holiday. And so this could be our chance to kind of get depressed and down, because it can be triggering not to have family to spend time with on Christmas. So we all decided to get together and do something that was extra fun. We watched three, like I said, and we were floating with so many good vibes after that it just made the rest of the holiday that much easier. It was fantastic. Wow. I'm smiling because it was such a special night. And here's a little plug for my podcasts. I have done many roasts of rom-coms with my friends since the beginning of being a podcaster. So I have this special format. It's called the happy hour episodes, and me and my friends will have cocktails and then talk about a cheesy, horrible rom-com. The most recent one was When Harry Met Sally. I did it with my friend Brian. I have also roasted 50 Shades of Grey, Twilight, He's Just Not That Into You, and of course, Valentine's Day. So please go and look at Breakups, Broken Hearts, and Moving On and download these. They are absolutely hilarious. I'm proud of them. You'll also get to hear me getting like increasingly tipsy as the episode goes on. They're fun. I will link to them in the show notes. Number 5, this is definitely thinking outside of the box, and that is sexy succulents. This is a tip I gave my first year as a coach and my first year as a podcaster. And that is to buy a sexy succulent for Valentine's Day. And I tried so hard to think about how it was that I came up with this. I'm not exactly sure, but it's still one of my favorite tips. I really do enjoy having cacti and other succulents around. And if they're treated with care, and sometimes, as some of you will know, that means leaving them alone, they will last a really long time. So it can be really fulfilling to have lots of succulents around you. I still have the first succulent that I bought for my Valentine's Day. God, 2020, I think, is when I started this tradition. I'm looking at it right now. It always brings a smile to my face. Go out and buy yourself a sexy succulent for Valentine's Day. Number 6, this is a fun one as well. Happy hour without complaining. Set up a happy hour date with your friends and just commit to being positive, or maybe commit to ignoring the fact that it's Valentine's Day. Just have a little bit of fun. Drinks, mates, getting out of the house, getting out of your head, it will all help. And if you are concerned about being maybe at a bar or a restaurant on Valentine's Day when there's going to be a bunch of couples around, go to a less traditional spot. Last year, a group of friends and I went to a really, really divey, dark, dingy dive bar in our neighborhood, and we had a blast. And you know what? I don't think that there was a couple in the bar. I don't think that there was any indication that it was Valentine's Day. It was great. In fact, Alec, Morgan, Sydney, if any of you are listening, let's go and do it again this year. All right. 6 tips to reclaiming or enjoying Valentine's Day in or outside of a relationship. Which tip is your favorite? Are you feeling more positive about Valentine's Day? Are you not? Are you willing to try something new? Are you willing to experiment? How is this sitting with you? Please go over to Instagram, Janice Formichella. Just let me know that you listened to this. Let me know what you thought of the tips. And if this did help you, if you don't mind leaving me a 5-star rating and review on either Spotify or Apple, I would love it. Take a screenshot and send it to me, and I will send you something special in the mail. I used to do this. Now that I've gotten the new show off the ground, I'm returning to this. So yeah, that would be a fun way for us to connect. I've got some cute stickers. I've got some other things that I would love to send your way, just as a way of saying thank you for listening. Thank you for leaving me thank you for leaving me the review, and to say thank you for being you. I hope that you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon.
Thank you for listening to Sex and the Solo Girl with Janice Formichella, the podcast for those who want to add more flavor to their relationships with themselves and others. If you liked today's episode, make sure to head over to Instagram and let her know. See you next week.